You mentioned like wanting to have a go at it again. Like, when did that start to happen in your head? Because that's a big move from where you were at to saying, I quite fancy giving this another crack.
Yeah, just basically having ridden a bit of downhill this year, like, it was really nice to feel like I had a purpose on my bike again. Like, I'm going to do laps. I'm just riding my bike. We'd go to Gothland and just like do 10 runs. I was like, that is a mint day out. I've just been and just, had that escape. I've just tuned in to the track all day and just had that escapism. Beautiful. Just time on the bike, getting to know the machine, playing with the machine, changing all the crazy stuff we can change on that bike. And then going and doing the races, I was like, I really wasn't riding above my head. So it was easy for me to put a run together. Mm-hmm. Whereas when I used to race, it was like, this is life or death. I'm trying it as absolutely hard as I possibly can everywhere, and one little thing can ruin it. And there was none of that. It was just like a totally different approach, and I think that's why I've enjoyed it so much. But yeah, purely for I just was like, right, well, I've enjoyed that a lot, and it'd be interesting to see where I stacked up after not having done it for so long. Could I make the semis? Maybe I'd make the finals if I'd had a good few attempts at it, had a good off season, maybe a few races in. Well, I don't know. It'd be fun to see, wouldn't it? But for me, it'd be fun to see.
It'd be fun for all of us. I can't think of many people that wouldn't want to see you have a crack at it. Like,
that was really nice as well. Like, obviously on my socials, like so many people who at one time would have been like, what are you doing? Being like, oh, it's so nice to see you back riding in and not in like when I was 2016 or whatever, getting a top 20 at a World Cup, and people would be like, oh yeah, super disappointing run for you there. Like, there's none of that. Yeah. All that expectation had gone, so that just made it a lot easier for me.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, and behind the scenes, Cannondale obviously are doing a bit of work on this downhill bike. I think you've been involved to some extent. What can we say?
We can't say much, but what I can say is like how ahead of its time that machine was, and like if they'd have kept that program running, I feel like they'd definitely have a leading bike right now. Like, that thing, it's crazy. It's just so different to anything I'd ridden before. And jumping on a full 29, slacked out, long front and back rig, and going down a hill on it, I'm like, wow, this is so capable. It's really just confidence inspiring. And yeah,
because you were probably, you were riding such a small bike back then as well. You were probably like almost a bit behind the curve in geometry, and now you've leaped like a long way forward.
Yeah, totally. And I think like what the V10 used to just do was like the front would grow.
Yeah.
So your weight center was just off, and like I could just never get my head round turning the larger bikes because you weren't central, you were off the back.
Yeah.
And now, like, obviously we've clocked on and both ends grow together and keep your weight central. And it's like, it's longer, and you have to lean in advance. You have to pre-book it. But they turn and they hook up, and it's so different. Yeah. So different.
You've been enjoying riding the bigger bikes then?
Yeah, loving it. And after doing so long on an undersized bike, I was riding a medium when I first jumped on Cannondale. And like the downhill bike's equivalent to XL or 2XL or something. It's massive. And I love it.
Has that trickled down to the other bikes?
Totally,
bigger
well, I ride large now.
Yeah.
I just ride large, really. I've got one medium in my fleet, and that's my habit, which I like ride jumps on.
Yeah.
But yeah, love the large bikes.
Yeah, fair.
And do you know what also? Like, I watched Phil Atwill riding a big bike, and I'm like, there's no such thing as not having a playful bike. It's what you take to it. Like, his bikes always look massive, and he's doing just amazing stuff on
insane.
him. Yeah, he's so good to watch, isn't he?
Yeah.
I love watching Phil.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to see plenty more edits from Phil over the next few years. Would be be really good to see. Incredible rider.
Yeah.
So do you think there's a chance we'll see you between the tapes at a World Cup? Like, obviously there's a bit of hunger there, but like you say, the way the sport is heading, which we can question or not, like it is going to get harder to get in.
Definitely, yeah. I think that is one of the unknowns. I think I'm just gonna sort of maybe chip away at trying to get some points and see what the future holds. If there's wild cards available, if there ends up being a team somewhere, which we'll see. You know, there's so many unknowns with what the sport is doing, what Warner Brothers have planned, and what them and UCI sort of come up with between them, and then what Cannondale are doing, and we'll see what stars align.
So you're going to put yourself in the best possible position.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you think it would take then to compete for you at a, let's say, getting into finals, maybe top 15, top 20 finish? Like, what work is there to do?
Loads. Loads. My fitness, I've not trained for hardline. I rode my motorbike. I was doing 25-minute hard enduro motos and downhill laps. I didn't actually do any cardio. The motorbike kind of covered my cardio base, and I was doing that once a week, twice if I was lucky, and then just riding. So I need to get fit, really.
Okay.
And I'm pretty keen to do that.
Yeah.
And I know it was crazy. I think I rode my bike 8 times before hardline, my downhill bike. Maybe it wasn't that much. And every time I rode, I feel like I picked up where I left off.
Okay.
And each run just got better and more in tune and more muscle memory and I know to refine that to the last bits will be the hardest to get that complete sharpness. But I just do it, innit? Just ride, just get fit and ride, and just
What's your aspiration? Do you feel now you're the ego's mellowed enough that you're happy to go back and just see how you get on, kind of thing? Or is there still enough of you that would really want to be, I don't know, top 10 podium? Where's the aspiration?
Currently, I've no idea what that looks like for me. I don't know what I'm capable of. My time at hardline was I wasn't in the mix with dudes who are qualifying currently. Feel like I maybe could have been just about if I'd have had the fitness to put a run together.
Okay.
But I couldn't. So you can't even say that.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not I'm going to go get a top 10 next year. I know it wouldn't be a quick process.
Yeah.
I know that it wouldn't be an easy process because I see them boys are just, they've not had a break and they're giving it everything. I'm not under any illusion that I'd just cruise back into some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just people who follow me on Instagram really enjoyed seeing it, and I want to make myself as valuable as I can to the brand I work for. And the motivation, there's all these different motivations. It's not just I want to stand on the top step.
Yeah.
There's just a whole
just want to be part of it.
Be part of it and enjoy it.